Hey, little bovine. No, don't be afraid. I need you to come here and meet my sword because I'm afraid I need your leather. Cow tipper. Oh, this game was not made for vegans. Hello, welcome back to Minecraft The Journey with me, bugmancx, and this is the Let's Play series where we've been taking a survival world of Minecraft and upgrading it through every version possible all the way to the current release, and we're currently in Minecraft Beta 1.4_01, and in the last episode we went through the to-do list here. In fact, we built the to-do list and we knocked off a couple of items. I forgot a couple, like finish the brick factory, that's a thing we need to do, but we're not going to be doing any of these today. Oh no. Today, we're going to be upgrading to Minecraft Beta 1.5, and I know you've all been looking forward to this, so have I, so let's just do it. Well, here we are, and this is exciting because this is Minecraft Beta 1.5, and I'm out here at the main menu because Minecraft Beta 1.5 introduces the new statistics and achievement system that we'd seen talked about in Beta 1.4, but it wasn't quite finished, wasn't quite ready for that version, so it was held off and added in Beta 1.5. And the reason I haven't gone all the way through to my world yet is because I'm keen to see what the statistics menu looks like before I've even done anything in the game, so we should be able to load up the world like this and go straight into the statistics menu. So let's do that. Play the world, and if I hit the escape menu, we've got statistics. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got times played 1 and minutes played 2.05 seconds. That is pretty accurate, I think. Have a look, there's not very much here at the moment, is there? We've got a bit things like damage taken, mob kills, fish caught. Stands to reason we haven't done anything yet, have we? We haven't even walked anywhere yet. And these items, these buttons rather down the bottom, take us to different sections of things that are tracked. So we've got general, which is this list of various statistics, and also this is going to show us our interaction with blocks and items. But the reason they're grayed out is because, again, we haven't done anything yet. So if I just move around like so, we should see the statistics update themselves to 9.87 meters distance walked there, and that's actually more than I thought we walked. We can visit the statistics again a bit later, but right now I want to take a look at achievements. These can also be viewed from the main menu, where we get a fancy interface which we can explore to see what all the achievements are that we can go for, and we're going to have to work through these and get them all. But before we do, let's have a look at some of the history of the achievements. In February 2011, before they were even added to the game, Notch was interviewed by Gamasutra and explained his thinking around achievements. I like achievements. I know a lot of people don't, but I like them. I've had the idea to make achievements kind of like the in-game questing, so you'd be able to see the first achievement in a tree of achievements, and you unlock the top ones first before you can unlock the ones further down. So the first one might be to chop down a tree or kill a chicken, and then these branch into more things you can do. Hopefully it would encourage people to try new areas. It could converge into a big task, like kill a dragon or something, which would put a kind of narrative into the achievement tree. Notch was asked if something like this would lead players down a preset path. I'd want these achievements to feel like things you can try, rather than there are these things you have to do. People can follow them, but only if they want to. In his own blog, Notch also wrote, "I worked on the achievement and stats system. One design issue was dealing with offline mode and syncing the achievements once you got a connection again, but that's been solved. We've got a couple of people in the office who don't like achievements in games at all, so the goal is to design something that they're fine with. Achievements will not be chores like cut down 10,000 trees, but rather challenges like ride a pig off a cliff. Stats, however, will be used to keep track of how many trees you've cut down. The long-term plan is to show achievements and stats from the profile page on Minecraft.net as well, in case you want to brag." Now you might remember that Notch had originally planned for statistics and achievements to be ready in time for Beta 1.4, but they weren't quite ready yet, so although most of the code was there, they were hidden away in the game and not accessible to the player. Beta 1.4 was released on March 31st, 2011, and it was only a week later that Notch released a video showing off some of the new features coming up in Beta 1.5, including the achievements and statistics system. The menu interface we got for Beta 1.5 was different to the one in his video, and if we take a look, you can see that there were two buttons that came up on the inventory screen, Achievements and Statistics. In the video, Notch clicks the Achievements button, and we can get an idea of what the early version looked like. On the left-hand side is the achievement tree with just the first 3 achievements in there, and these were actually the 3 achievements that had been added to the game code when Beta 1.4 had come out, but of course these weren't accessible. On the right-hand side is a longer description of an achievement, but in this case it says, "Ride a pig off a cliff," and I'd guess this text was just hard-coded there at the time, because this whole thing was still a work in progress. But anyway, this is referring to When Pigs Fly, the achievement which will be added later. Up in the top right-hand corner is actually a mini-map of the whole achievement tree so that players could view the whole thing zoomed out, but it looks like this idea was scrapped when Beta 1.5 came along. So, let's get our first achievement, shall we? Notice how up there in the corner the game's telling us to press E to open the inventory, and that's going to be our first achievement, and so it's a really easy one. There we go! As we can see, when we get the achievement, a little pop-up comes out saying, "Achievement Get," followed by the name of the achievement. But why Achievement Get? That's not even proper English. No, because this is a callback to an old meme. It's from the Japanese version of Super Mario Sunshine for GameCube, which was released in 2002. That's a meme that's been around for about 10 years by the time Minecraft Beta 1.5 had come out, and so around 20 years now. In the Japanese version of Super Mario Sunshine, every time Mario would obtain a shine in the game, it would come up with the message in English, "Shine Get." In the US English release, this was changed to say just "shine." I guess they were a little embarrassed by their English there. So now you know the origin of the whole achievement get thing, but that's not the last of the references like this, which we'll cover as we go through the tree. Well, now that we've got our first official achievement under our belt, let's have a look at the interface. As we can see from this, it is different to what we saw in Notch's early video while he was still developing it, although there are some similarities. The one thing is that this background has changed as we pan around the achievement tree here, and what's noticeable about it is that if you scroll right to the top, it's a 2D cross-section of a Minecraft world. Right at the top here you have dirt, followed by stone, and then some of your more common ores like coal and iron, and as we go deeper and deeper, we get down to redstone and diamond, and if we go even further, we get all the way down to bedrock at the bottom of our world. But are you noticing something interesting about this background? Something missing? Have you noticed yet? That's right. There's no gold and there's no lapis anywhere in this background image, and I just think that's interesting. I don't know why they were omitted. The other interesting thing is that these textures are made up of the in-game textures. They're not separate in any way. So if you actually have your own custom texture pack that changes these textures, they'll be changed in this display as well. All right, let's get down to our actual achievement here. So we've got our first one, which is taking inventory. Press E to open your inventory. That's how you do it. And it says that it's been taken because we've got it. So now we have this flashing green line that connects us to the next achievement that we can get. So I suppose this tells us where we can go from here. And it's telling us that we should do getting wood. And it says attack a tree until a block of wood pops out. Okay, so I guess it's official, right? When you punch a tree, it doesn't drop an item. A block of wood pops out. Okay, well, I've learned something. Let's go find the tree. Oh, it's funny because I always feel so bad about chopping down these trees because their leaves are just so unique in the game. But let's head in here and punch a log or punch a tree, you know, same thing. Achievement getting wood. All right, very good. So if we have a look now at the achievements tree, yep, just as we suspected, we've got our getting wood and it's taking us to the next one, which is benchmarking. Craft a workbench with 4 blocks of planks. Are you picking this up as well? They're calling it a workbench. It's a crafting table. It got officially renamed. We've been through this in the PC Gamer demo. Come on, Notch. What's going on? Anyway, so we know that the next thing to do is benchmarking. So let's do that right now. Turn this into wooden planks. Turn those into a crafting table. See? Officially, it's a crafting table. And we've got another achievement, benchmarking. It's getting on to nighttime, so let's have another quick look here. Now, benchmarking is kind of at the heart of the achievements tree because it now spans off into all of these other directions. We can either get time to farm, time to strike, or time to mine, and we can choose which direction we want to go. What I think is interesting about the way that this works is that when you've opened up the next achievement in the tree, it tells you how to do it, like use planks and sticks to make a sword. But the ones that are further on from that, like Monster Hunter here, all it says is it requires the previous achievement. So the game only really tells you what you need to know for the next achievements, and it's leaving a lot of the mystery around the ones that are coming up. Well, now that we've been playing with the game for a little while, we should have racked up a few more statistics, so I'm keen to have another look at that and see what's changed. So pop into the menu and have a look. Looks like I've been in and out of the game a few times, which is true. That's pretty typical while I'm recording. I've been playing for 22.52 minutes since the beginning of recording all of these segments, so that would be pretty fair. I haven't walked very far because we've only been going around this general area, and I've been standing still a lot. I've climbed, that might mean stairs, and I've flown half a meter, which I presume means I probably jumped. I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one. We've got a few others here as well. 38 jumps, but no items dropped, no damage, nothing like that yet. But notice down the bottom here, the blocks menu has now become available as well. So if I click that, it's shown me that we've interacted with wooden planks. We have crafted 4 of them. We have used them 0 times and we've mined them 0 times. But here with the wood, I've actually mined it or punched it, whatever you want, 1 time, just 1. And here the crafting table, it's been crafted once. So that's pretty cool. And what's interesting here is that each time I pick up a new item or a new item gets a metric associated with it, it seems to appear here, which is why there's nothing in here like cobblestone or obsidian or anything like that, because we've never done anything with it. And I assume over here in items, as soon as I do something like eat food or maybe use bone meal or something like that, then it's going to show up in items as well. But what is interesting about that is if you go back to Notch's original video that we had a look at before, he also previewed the statistics system, and because that was an early version of the statistics interface as well, it showed something a little bit different to what we saw here. We saw the blocks and items appear in the list as soon as we had started to use them, but in his video, it shows the items in the list before you even do anything with them. And what I found most interesting was this. Notice here how there's an apple. Apples weren't available in this game since, well, they were introduced way back in InDev, but they haven't been accessible in the game for a very long time. I mean, you can get them when you kill players by the name of Notch, but that's something I've even tried to do in survival multiplayer, and I haven't been able to get it to work, so that's why I haven't shown it off in an episode. But generally speaking, apples are not accessible. So why did he include them in this list? Was it a little bit of a troll for the users because he knew that apples weren't introduced yet? Don't forget, this game has golden apples in the game code as well, and you can't get them yet. They're in the game, you just can't get them. So I feel like Notch was trolling us a little bit, getting us ready for whenever apples get reintroduced into the game. It's been a long time. Well, back to the achievements tree, and we had a couple of directions to go, and it opens up a couple of additional paths. Let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got the time to mine one, and we've got time to strike. I feel like I'm in a murderous mood. Let's do time to strike. Now to do this, I'm going to have to destroy another one of these trees because I don't have any planks, and I emptied my inventory just to make it a bit more as though we were playing the game for the first time. So let's punch down this tree because I've been planning to get rid of this tree anyway. So, you know, we might as well do it while we're here. I'll get a couple of extra logs as well because I know that we're going to need the wood, you know what I'm saying, for some of these other achievements. All right, and so those poor old leaves should now just start to decay. With the crafting table here, we can make up some more wood. And with that, we should be able to make a few sticks to get by. And, oops, no, this one. Yes, make our first sword. Here it should come, the achievement, time to strike. Brilliant. Okay, that's great. Now, the next one along in that chain is Cow Tipper, harvest some leather. Or Monster Hunter, attack and destroy a monster. All right, well, Cow Tipper should be easy because we're out in the daytime. And then, of course, we've got When Pigs Fly. I guess because leather leads to saddles, but it doesn't really because saddles aren't craftable. So, yep, not sure about that. Both of these should be easy. Cows. Now I need to find a cow. Cow Tipper. Oh, I found our first friend. I think there are 2 of them. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, he's getting me. Don't get me. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. 2 against 1. Monster Hunter. That's not nice. Now I need to find some food to eat. You pesky thing. Ugh. Well, I may be home now. I've slept and I'm in relative safety, but I still have only got 3 hearts, so I need to get some food. So if we head into achievements here and go up here, we've got time to farm. Use planks and sticks to make a hoe. So let's just get that one out of the way, shall we? If we go over here, we'll make ourselves a nice wooden hoe. Get ourselves time to farm. Excellent, excellent. So I suppose the game is now encouraging us to go outside and use our brand new hoe. And as we know, we can do that by just going around like this until we eventually find some seeds like that. And then we can plant the seeds and we will get wheat. But I'm not going to wait that long. We've already got wheat. There's plenty of it around. So let's just pick up some wheat here like this. Plant these seeds back. And it is as easy as that. Now, where's a crafting table? Excuse me, sheep. What are you doing here anyway? So if we get our wheat and we make some bread, we should get bake bread. Oh, I thought it was called baking bread, but it's called bake bread. So that's great. We've recovered 2.5 hearts. Great. Well, we are knocking out most of these easy ones now, and I want to focus on the next one, which is time to mine. So I've just popped down here into this little cavern-y bit, and we do have our crafting table here. So if I just go back to the achievements menu, we can see that the next one along is time to mine, and it calls for us to use, or craft I should say, a wooden pickaxe. So we can do that. We've still got the sticks and we've still got the planks, and we should get ourselves time to mine. Excellent. Okay, so this is where the game is teaching us really how to improve our tools and play the game. We should now be able to mine up some cobble like so, and get our next achievement, which I believe was getting an upgrade. Still got the sticks. That's good. Not running out of them. Getting an upgrade. Done. Getting an upgrade. Beautiful. So we've nearly finished a couple of these trees already. We've finished this part here, and up here we've got this one, the lie. We'll get back to that in a minute. Down here we've got time to mine, so let's explore this one just a little bit. Next one along is hot topic. Construct a furnace out of 8 stone blocks. Okay game, I just want to say this once. It's cobblestone that you make a furnace out of, not stone. This here, that's a stone block. This here, that's a cobblestone. Okay, right. Let's get ourselves 8 cobblestone, shall we? And there we go. We've got furnace and we've got hot topic. Brilliant. All right, so where does that leave us now? Hot topic. That moves us towards acquire hardware and delicious fish. I'm going to focus on delicious fish. We're going to go and catch a fish and then cook it. And then we'll come back to all of this because I've got a couple of things that I want to talk about with this achievement, that achievement, and this achievement here. Yoink. Hey. Come on, come on. Oh, baby. There are a couple of other achievements that I want to take a closer look at. So if we scroll up to the top here, we've got The Lie, and down here a little further, we've got these two, Acquire Hardware and On a Rail. Now, Notch has said before that he was a big fan of Valve, the company who've produced great games like Portal and like Half-Life, and I mean, I agree. Look, my skin is Gordon Freeman. I always loved that game, and I think that Valve does create great games, so I can see why Notch enjoyed them so much. But if we go back to the achievements, this is where the name or the theme of these comes in. So the cake, to do this we need to craft a cake, and the achievement is called The Lie, and that's based on the game Portal, and if you're familiar with that, then you know what that is talking about. But if you haven't played the game, then go and play the game, and you'll see what this means, why the cake is a lie. So if we scroll down to the bottom, we have got Acquire Hardware, and we've also got On a Rail. Now, I believe that these two are references to Half-Life, either Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2. So let's start with Acquire Hardware. I believe that this one is based on another achievement that you can actually get in the game Half-Life 2. And the achievement there is called Trusty Hardware. Now, in Half-Life 2, Gordon Freeman, he always has this crowbar. And when you receive the crowbar in the game, you get that achievement, Trusty Hardware. So I believe that this is a reference to that. On a Rail is actually a level in the original game of Half-Life that was released back in 1997 or 1998 or whatever it was. There is a level in that game where you ride a cart on a rail track around the entire level, and you have to periodically get off and battle some enemies and do some other bits and pieces from on the track. And I believe that that is what this one is all about. So I think that what we'll do now is we'll go and get this achievement. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to do this one in this episode because it requires a bit of prep work, but we should definitely be able to do this one and either complete or nearly complete this whole tree in one episode. Well, this one should be quick and easy. We're not going to go caving or anything. We're just going to take some iron that we have and we'll pop it here in our furnace and wait for it to smelt up, and then we will hopefully get our achievement for acquire hardware. And then we're going to go and bake a cake, I suppose, because that is there we go, acquire hardware. That is the next thing on our list. Calm down, cow. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to milk you. Come on, 3 buckets of milk, that's all I ask for. Give me access to your udders. Come on, why are you being so stubborn? Thank you. Now I'm going to bake a cake. I'll save you a slice. All right, it's time. I always forget the crafting recipe, so I always have to look it up. But we've got our sugar, we've got our milk, and we've got our egg, and finally, we have our wheat. There's the cake. There's the lye. Oh, there are our buckets. Okay, let's put this down here. And I think what we'll do is put a sign here as well. And we're just going to say the lye. And that will probably not last long because I know I get hungry. And as I walk past here, I'm inclined to eat it. Well, I think we've done an amazing job today getting all of these achievements done. It just goes to show that most of these are pretty easy, but I know that new ones get added to the game soon. Now, there are a couple of complicated ones left. Of course, over here we have on a rail, travel by minecart at least 1 kilometer from where you started. That's a lot of iron, and that's going to take me quite a while to prepare for, so we won't be able to do that in today's episode. Beta 1.5 also has a new rail-based addition to the game, so we'll cover that in another episode. Up here, we've completed all of this. Everything's looking great. And then, of course, we've got when pigs fly. Fly a pig off a cliff. Now, this isn't telling me exactly how many blocks high the cliff needs to be. I don't really remember, but I don't think it's that much. Although I do have a saddle here, so I might go looking for some pigs. And if I can find some before we finish up today's episode, then maybe I'll be able to do that. Otherwise, we'll be doing it in the next episode. I'm pretty sure about that. I wonder if there are any pigs spawning up there. Look at them down there. They're supposed to be spawning up here, not down there. I've been up here for 10 or 15 minutes or so, and I haven't seen any pigs. I've seen cows, I've seen sheep, I've seen chickens, I've even seen a creeper. But sadly, just no pigs up here. So unfortunately, we'll have to do this achievement another day. Well, maybe in the next episode, because I really, really wanted to do that one. But I think we've done a wonderful job on our achievements today anyway. We've gotten through most of them, which is a pretty fantastic achievement, if I do say so myself. Thank you for watching anyway. I really appreciate the viewership. And if you haven't subscribed, then please do click that link below. And there's also a link to Discord down in the description if you want to come and hang out as well. We've got an amazing group of people who just hang out and have fun. So please do feel free to check that out. But for now, as always, a huge and special thank you to my amazing patrons, and I'll see everybody in the next episode. Until then, this has been bugmancx. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye-bye.